Again. Again. Louder.
Hi, this is Koreos. I'm Annie Sue, also known as Sushi, and I'm teaching 17s Don't Want to Cry today. So hopefully this choreo doesn't make you cry because it almost made me when I was trying to learn it. Okay, so we're going to start with the pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus starts with a prep on 8 and. So 8 and you bring your leg up and you bring your arm up. So this is like a prep to go into like a step forward. So the arms are going to be 8 and then 1 and 2 and 3. So the arms just kind of swing like you're kind of running, and then on 3 they come out. So with that, the leg goes from 8 and they go right, left, right, left, right, left, out. So the counts for that is 8 and 1 and a 2 and a 3. So combining those all together, go from 8 and 1 and a 2 and a 3. So that's the first part, 8 and 1 and a 2 and a 3. And as you're doing that, your body kind of goes down and then it goes up. So from 8 and 1 and a. So on and a, your body's up, and on 1, it's down. So 1 and a, 2 and a, and then 3. Yes, yes. Okay, continue. So from here, 7, 8 and 1 and a 2 and a 3. So this is a prep to jump. Your arms will go like this. Your legs are supposed to cross with the right one in front and the left one in the back. So yes, so 3, 3 and 4, yes, 4, and then after that, 3 and, so that the jump is on an and you land on 4, yes. So yeah, 8 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4. Yes. Don't hurt yourself, because remember to try to land lightly on your left leg so that your knee doesn't die. Yes. Okay, so 3 and 4, and after this it's and a 5. So that's the legs. You land on 4 and your leg goes right and it steps behind, and then left, and then right, and you land with your right foot, the toe up. So, and 4 and a 5. So after this it goes E and a 6, E and a 7. Yes, so with the arms like that, after 3 and 4 and a 5. So your body is forward when you land, and then with this move, your arms are kind of gonna scoop in front of you, and then your body is gonna turn to the right when your right leg lands on 4 and a 5. So on 5, your body should be facing right. Your right hand should be on your chest, and then the left hand should be out here. So after 3 and 4 and a 5, okay, so 5, E and a 6, E and a 7. So you do the same thing twice. After 3 and 4 and a 5, E and a 6, E and a 7. Yes, okay. So to connect that real quick with 8 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 E and a 5 E and a 6 E and a 7. So the last 7, actually, you don't do this so that you actually land here. It's kind of a really fast prep. On the 7, you have to immediately jump, and then you have to spin around your left foot with your right leg up. So after the 4 and a 5 and a 4 and a 5 E and a 6 E and a 7 and 8 and. So you immediately land on 8 and. Yes, so your arms, this one's up here and a prep on 8, and on and, it just shoots down with the palm parallel to the ground. Yes. And after this, so 8 and 1. So 1, your left hand comes from your shoulder to the like right above the elbow-ish, and your arm is brought to your hip on 1, and then 2 on 1 and 2. The right hand comes from your hip down your knee and brings your knee in. So from 8 and 1 and 2. So this is 1 and 2, and then and. So and, your head turns to the left, and your right hand hits this shoulder, right under the shoulder, and this hand hits this knee. So this is all just slowly bringing you down. So 8 and 1 and 2 and then after and 3. So 3, and then you sit on your back leg, on your right leg. Yes, so after and, the arms, they make this circle thing, and you sit down. Yes, and they land on either leg, either thigh. Yes, and your head moves from facing the left to facing kind of forward-ish down, like this way. Yes, okay, so go from 3 and 4 and a 5 E and a 6 E and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3, and then after 3 and 3, 4, 5. So after 3, you bring your right leg in, and your arms come into like you're about to punch someone, taekwondo position. So comes into this, makes fists, and you land kind of with your body angle a bit 45, and with your fists at your hips. Yes. So this is 4 and 5, and after 5, 6, 7, 8. So slowly bring your left arm up in front of your eyes, just like natural hands, like loosen the fist or release, and then land it on 8, and your head slightly comes down. So yeah. So to review, let's go from the 3 and 4 and a 5 E and a 6 E and a 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, so that's the end of the pre-chorus. Yay. Okay, so to quickly review from the top of the pre-chorus. So prep 8 and. So 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 5 E and a 6 E and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and a 2, and a 3, and 4, and a 5, and a 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so this is the chorus part. So you start down here. You are at 5, 6, 7, 8. And then there's like a weird, it's like 4 counts in between before it goes back into 8 counts. So it's Ugo Shipti Anna, and then that's 5, 6, 7, 8, and yes. So on the 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think you start on and 1 and land on 1. So Ugo Shipti yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So you go from here, and it comes out in a circle and lands here. So it's kind of, they're both like around 45 degrees, like from here, but maybe slightly wider. And then you're facing forward. Your head is facing forward for this part. So on 1 and, so you shake for 1 and, but controlled shaking. Yes, 1 and 2 and. So it gets a little closer together after 2 and. So 1 and 2 and. And then after that it goes 3 and. So on 3, it goes from here to 3. So your right arm is like, this part of your arm is like stuck to your side. And this one is out here. And then on and, the right fist comes to your hip, and the left one goes to the back of your head, and your head comes down on the and, on 3 and. And then, so it goes 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. After 4, where you release both fists, and yeah, 4 and I think the fists. I couldn't really tell because there was never a close-up enough view, but let's just set them with the palms facing down. Yeah, so on 4 and 5 and. So 5 and, it shakes again, same type of controlled shaking. Yes, and then this whole time your head is down, and then on 6, your head whips this way into, like you're staring into like your inner elbow. Yes. 6, and then release. 7, 8, slowly. 6, 7, 8. Yes. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. So after 7, 8, they all kind of have different hands, so you can kind of freestyle that part. But 8 on 8 and 1. So your head goes up, and then you come up from where you've been sitting on your heels. 1 and 2, and then they all have freestyle hands, like I said. So just do something like you're reaching, and then 1 and 2 and. So on 2 and start going back, and then land on 3. So 3, your legs go from this position to this position. So your left leg is bent, and it's in front of your right leg, which is also bent. And they're both sitting on the ground. And your body is like flat, like a very low table. Yes. And you're looking down. So from here, so after 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3. Yes, 3 and 4 On and 4, you switch these legs with the right leg traveling over the left leg. So and 4 and 5. So 5, make this position with your legs. So your left leg is straight out and your right leg is like as close to your butt as possible, because after this, after 5 on 5 and 6, you have to try to sit up like on your right leg, on the heel of your right leg. So it's kind of hard to show slow, but the whole thing is like from 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes, so you have to push your body up from down here to sitting on the heel of your right leg with your left leg straight out with the toes up, with the foot flexed. Yes, okay, so let's try that one more time. So from 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. So on 6, you should be up, and on 6, you also kind of slice your arm through here, and so it makes this picture. So your right arm is on your left shoulder, or your right hand is on your left shoulder, and this one is straight down this way. So this is 6 and 7. So this whole time, so this whole time, your head is looking down this way, kind of like in front of your right knee. So it should be 6 and 7 and 8. So on 8, so 7 is, this hand is like grabbing your leg, like right behind the knee, this way, and this hand is doing the opposite. So you're grabbing this leg, like you can bring it up or something. Yeah, so from 6 and 7 and 8. So on 8, your head comes over here to this side, and this, it's like still touching your leg, and it just comes up, so both hands are on top of your knee. Yes. Okay, so after 6 and 7 and 8, and then there's another 1, 2. So you slide to here, 1, 2, and. So on and, you kind of hold this leg, thigh from the right side with both your hands, and you just drag it over a tiny bit. So this is on, you land, your arms come down on 2 and 3. Okay, yeah, so after 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. So your arms come here. So, let me clarify. So the and after the 1, 2, and 3, 4, it's like very slow, and your body starts turning this way. And then 4 and 5. You look forward again. You set here on and 5. So these should be blades, and they're like facing towards each other. The palms are facing towards each other, and they set here, 5. Yes. And 5. After this, 6 and 7 and. So after 5, 6 and 7 and. So the arms, they're like at the top of your head, and they go in, out, in, and then make this picture. Yes. So let's review that whole section. So from 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and yes, 6 and 7, and you're almost done. 7 and 8. So your legs move from this position where both knees are on the ground to you just turn around and do this. So this leg is making kind of a right angle, but not really. And then your hand is in front of, like, to the right side of this knee, and the right hand is like holding the back of your head to make this kind of diagonal-ish angle. Yes. Okay. So from 1, 2. So from 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8. So after 8, you come up with 8 and 1, 2, 3. So you come up on 8 and 1, 2, 3. So your left leg is bent in the front, and you're just bouncing 2, 3. And your hand is, your palm is facing towards the ground and making this diagonal angle right like at your jawline of your face. So 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. So this arm comes out this way, and this arm comes out this circle and this circle. And at the same time, so 4, on 4, while you're making this circle, the hands go 4 and then the legs go out, cross. Yes. So after 2, 3, 4, and. Yes. So after 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 4 and 5 and 6. So 5, you land here. You brought this leg, the left leg, out, and you're leaning on the right leg. So after 5 and 6 and. So this one just hits down on 6 and 7 and 8. So again from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 5 and 6, and your head moves down this way. So like you're looking down, and then you see this hand. So from 5 and 6 and 7, your left hand comes out on 7 and then turns around, and 8. And then at the same time on 8, you not only push off of your left leg, but the right hand also comes up to just hit on 1. And that's it. Okay, so wait, let's review really quickly from the first, the 1, 2. So let's like move backwards a bit. So from 1, 2. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1. Okay, so let's connect that with the beginning of the chorus. So from here, from top of the chorus, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1. Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1.
From the top of the pre-chorus. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and a 2, and a 3, and 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1. Okay, we did it. Woo.
5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and a 2, and a 3, and 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6, 7, and 8. 1.